Hey, what's up guys, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all keeping well and safe. If you don't already know me, my name is Connor. I am a photographer from here in Galway, Ireland. If you're already subscribed to the channel and you regularly watch my videos, it is so great to see you here. Thank you so much for stopping by again. But if you are not subscribed, please do consider doing so, because I give out tips on photography and videography, and the whole main aim of this channel is to provide you with some value to maybe hopefully allow you to improve your own workflow. So last week I put a video up on IGTV about making a transition, but I feel given that the video style that I was going for is a little bit rushed, so in today's video that's exactly what I want to focus on and just expand a little more on that video to make it much more clear on the steps that I took to make that transition. As I said in that video, I used DaVinci Resolve, which is a free software that you can get online, and I think it is incredible, particularly for people who want to start off in videography, because even though it is free, it gives you so many tools that you can work with, and there's so much that you can do with it. So moving on swiftly, let's get straight into the video. As you can see here on the timeline, I just clicked and dragged two clips that I'm going to be using for this transition. And the first one is a little more zoomed out, and the second you can see how it moves a little bit closer. The first thing that I do when I'm trying to make this transition is how I'm actually going to blend the two clips together. So as you can see, the cup has fully covered the frame here, and as it's starting to move off the frame again, this is where I'm going to be starting this whole masking transition. So once I know where I want this mask to start, I'm just going to use the blade tool and cut it right there. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the second clip, and this is where I want it to start and where I want it to end. So once I'm happy with the selection, I'm going to move this first clip above the second one and then highlight both of those segments that I've already cut out. What we're going to do with these two segments is we're going to create a new fusion clip. So all we have to do is highlight the both of them, right click, and then move up to create new fusion clip. Once we have that, we can just highlight this and then move over to the fusion tab. As you can see here, you have media 1 and media 2. This one is connected to the background, which is what we're going to be transitioning to. The other one is the foreground, so this is what we're going to be transitioning from. Generally, I have the foreground on top and the background on the bottom, so I know exactly which ones I'm going to be working with, which ones I'm going to be transitioning to and from. So all we have to do is select the foreground media and then move over here to the polygon tool. Once you have the polygon tool selected, make sure that you move over to the toolbar on the right and select invert, because that's going to show us what we're working from and what we're masking towards. To make this a little bit easier, I'm going to go full screen and then I'm going to start my selection. So as you can see here in the corner, as the cup is starting to move off the frame, that's going to be our starting point of the mask. Once you have the box made, then you just move on a few frames and then you start stretching it to the edge that you want it to mask from. The handy thing with using the polygon tool here is that it automatically keyframes the movement, so you don't really have to worry about doing it on every frame. Once you have your selection ready, then you just move on a few frames and then you just make those slight corrections, and we'll do this for the entire fusion clip. I'll just speed this up just so it doesn't take so long for me to get through it. Once you're done with that, you can go back over the timeline to make any small adjustments that you want if you feel that you need to. Once you're happy with all of that, the next thing that I move on to is just this little smooth tab on the right. I feel this really helps to sell the effect, and it really brings both clips together, and it makes it seem a lot more seamless. And that's it. It's a pretty easy transition to make, but I think it just looks amazing. And that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It is always awesome to see you here. Again, if you are new here, thanks so much for stopping by. I am so pumped that you're here. Do consider subscribing and maybe watch a few other videos if you're into that. In any case, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Ciao.